Have you ever wondered if your bank could know what you need? Maybe even before you do? Well, that's kind of the big idea behind the AI revolution that's happening right now at Bank of America, one of the largest financial institutions in the world. Today, we're going to dig into how they're using this wild technology to completely change our relationship with money.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we'll tackle the huge problem banks are facing with scale. Then, we'll introduce you to Erica, Bank of America's AI secret weapon. We'll look at how humans and AI are actually working together, unpack the serious risks hiding in the code, and finally, explore what all of this means for the future of your own bank account.
All right, let's start with the core challenge. When you're a financial empire this big, how on earth do you manage it all?
This right here is the fundamental question. It's this constant tug of war between efficiency, handling millions of requests every single day, and personalization, making every single customer feel seen and heard. For the longest time, you could pretty much only pick one. And to really get your head around the scale of this thing, just think about this. Bank of America serves about 4 million small business households, and that's just their small businesses. Trying to handle that volume with only human beings is, well, basically impossible. This is exactly the kind of problem AI was designed to solve. So how does a giant like Bank of America even begin to tackle this billion interaction problem? Well, let's meet their high-tech solution, a virtual assistant they named Erica. So what is Erica, really? She's a virtual financial assistant. In plain English, that means she's a really smart program that uses something called natural language processing, or NLP. This is the tech that lets her understand you like you're just texting a person, so she can help with questions and tasks right on your phone.
And the impact? It is absolutely staggering. Since she launched back in 2018, Erica has handled over 1.5 billion client interactions. Yeah, that's billion with a B. This isn't just some fancy gimmick, it's an essential piece of their whole strategy for dealing with this massive customer volume. So here's a really simple breakdown of how it actually works in real life. You might ask something like, hey, how much did I spend on coffee last month? Erica's NLP brain figures out what you're asking, dives into your transaction history, and boom, gives you a clear answer all in just a few seconds. It's built to feel totally seamless and instant. But look, this technology isn't just floating out there on its own. It's actually part of a much, much bigger investment in a digital future, one where AI and human employees are designed to work together, side by side. And the money they're pouring into this is just enormous. Bank of America spends over $12 billion on tech every single year. For 2024 alone, about $4 billion of that is earmarked for new projects. This just goes to show how serious they are about staying at the front of the fintech pack. You can also see their focus on innovation in their patent portfolio. The bank holds nearly 7,000 patents and applications. That's more than anyone else in the financial services industry. And with over 1,200 of those specifically for AI and machine learning, it's super clear they're not just buying this tech, they are building it from the ground up. So what's the end game here? It's not really about replacing people. It's about creating a true partnership. Think of the AI as the first line of defense, right? It handles the millions of simple, repetitive things. That frees up the human bankers to focus on the really complex stuff, the issues that need strategic thinking, empathy, and a real human touch. The AI basically acts as a filter, sorting the simple from the complex, which makes its human teammates way more effective. But of course, with all this incredible promise comes some pretty significant risk. Putting AI at the very heart of our financial system, well, it's a double-edged sword, and it's so important that we understand the potential downsides. And this is the core tension, right here. On one side, you've got the promise. Support 24/7, amazing efficiency, truly personalized service. But on the other side, you have the peril. Huge data security risks, the danger of an unreliable system, and the very real potential for hidden biases baked into the algorithms. The source material we reviewed puts this central problem perfectly, asking a critical question. How do we protect our privacy when an AI is handling our most sensitive financial data? Every single interaction is a potential point of weakness, which makes security one of the single biggest challenges of this whole new era. And the challenges of managing all this are just massive. It's like a constant battle on so many fronts. On the tech side, they have to make sure the AI is accurate and locked down. Internally, they have to retrain their entire workforce. And on the legal side, they have to navigate a crazy maze of regulations, all while actively fighting against the hidden biases that could cause these powerful algorithms to make really unfair decisions. Okay, so let's move into our final section and bring it all together. What does all this tech, all this money, and all this risk actually mean for you and your own banking? You know, this isn't just a Bank of America story. They launched Erica back in 2018, sure, but by 2022, more than a third of the entire US population had already used a bank chatbot. The trend is crystal clear. We're all moving toward this hybrid model where AI and human bankers working together becomes the new normal. And the next wave? It's already on the horizon. It's called generative AI. This is the creative AI that powers tools like ChatGPT. So instead of just finding answers in your data, it can actually create new things for you, like a personalized financial plan, or market insights, or even entirely new ways for the bank to do business. So, if there is one thing you take away from all of this, it should be this. Your bank isn't just a place that holds your money anymore. It is rapidly, fundamentally transforming into a technology company that just happens to be in the business of finance. Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question to think about. As this technology gets woven deeper and deeper into every part of our financial lives, it's probably worth asking yourself, will your next banker be an algorithm?